هلا كريست.
ولا استاذ.
ما عندكم كيمستري هلا انتم هيدا البيريود؟
What?
You don't have chemistry this period?
No.
Why no?
قال البان استاذ عنده البان انت internet not good.
اه اليوم الانترنت مش منيح ابدا.
Yes.
Send a message للشباب.
Yes, now one, I wrote them now.
كيف عجبك هذا السيكونس ولا بعد؟
هلا it's good أول بس بعدين أكيد أصعب.
No, you have to make a summary for the notes day by day. The rules and the notes.
Yes. استاذ هلا الصف الفن 12 يعني عادة كانوا بالفن ماي بيوقفوا صح؟
Yes.
بالماي
Yes.
يعني هيسنة هيك كمان.
Yes.
ايوه.
مية ده ها استاذ
Yes, I can. Yes. What's?
مية ده
I don't know. بعد no. I don't know. Okay. Yesterday we talked about sense of variations of a sequence. Sense of variations of a sequence. There are three methods to study the sense of variations of the sequence. Yesterday, we took the method studying the sign of un plus 1 minus un. If un plus 1 minus un positive, then un is increasing. Un plus 1 minus un positive, then un is increasing. If un plus 1 minus un less than 0, then un is decreasing. And if un plus 1 minus un is constant, equal to 0, then un is constant. And we took an example and we stopped. Yes? Now there is another method. There is another method. We compare un plus 1 over un to 1. Now method 2 to study the sense of variation, but the method 1 is mostly used. 99.9% we use the first method. Second method, we compare un plus 1 over un to 1. If un plus 1 over un greater than 1, then un is increasing. If un plus 1 over un less than 1, then un is decreasing. And if un plus 1 over un equal 1, then we say the un is constant. So we take the ratio un plus 1 over un, we compare it to 1, greater than 1 increasing, less than 1 decreasing, and equal to 1, which is a constant. We will take an example later. Any questions still here?
No.
Because any questions?
No, Ustaz.
Third method, if un is written in as a function of n, if un equal fn, where f is a function, if un can be written as a function of n, where f is a function, then the sense of variation of un is the same as that of f. So if un equal, if we can write un in terms of f of n as a function of n, we find the derivative. We study the sense of variation of f. If f is increasing, un is increasing. If f is decreasing, un is decreasing. By studying the sign of the derivative. Now we'll take examples. Can I skip this page?
Yes.
So there are three methods to study the sense of variations. Either un plus 1 minus un, or un plus 1 over un, or we can write it as a function. Example. Given the sequence un defined over n by un equals 1 over n. un 1 over n, we need to study the sense of variation. First method. So the question here is to study the sense of variations of un equal 1 over n. First method. un plus 1 minus un. un plus 1 minus un. un is 1 over n. un plus 1, we replace n by n plus 1. Minus 1 over n. un is 1 over n. We take the LCM is n into n plus 1. We multiply n by 1 is n. And minus n minus 1 equal minus 1 over n into n plus 1 negative. Yesterday we said n is a natural number. So had a negative, then the sequence un is decreasing. Since un plus 1 minus un negative, then un is decreasing. Second method. Any questions about the first method?
No.
Have you written the first method?
Yes.
Second method, un plus 1 over un. I take the ratio un plus 1 over un. 1 over n plus 1 is un plus 1. Over 1 over n, which is un.
شو صار هون أستاذ؟
un plus 1 over un. Second method, un is 1 over n. There are two methods or three methods. Second method is un plus 1 over un. We take the ratio un plus 1 over un and we compare it to 1. Yes, Haikaz? Second method.
يو أن عندنا
Yes, Haikaz?
يو أن عندنا given هون.
هذا un بعده the same. Haikaz, I need to prove that this sequence is decreasing by three methods. Okay. un plus
Yes.
1 over un equal n على n plus 1, which is less than 1. Why this one is less than 1? How to know if a fraction is less than 1 or greater than 1? كيف نعرف
Because
الفراكشن؟
في تحت divided plus 1 يعني
مثلا
greater than
for example 3 over 4 is less than 1 or greater than 1.
less than 1
كيف عرفنا less than 1؟ لأنه
لأنه denominator is أكبر من numerator.
okay. How n over n plus 1? Which one is bigger?
n plus 1.
n plus 1 is bigger than n. So it is less than 1. Then we say that un is decreasing. Third method. I can change un as a function. Un is written in terms of f of n. So f of x equal 1 over x defined over 0 plus infinity. Because n belongs to n star, يعني n without 0, 0 plus infinity. F prime x u over v is u prime v minus v prime u over v square is minus 1 over x square. It is negative. Then f is decreasing, so u is decreasing. Okay, شباب.
نعمل derivative استاذ هون.
Yes, yes.
Third
If we can write,
استاذ
if we can write,
اخر شيء اخر شيء هيدا يو اوفر في.
yes, u over v. U prime is 0 times v is 0 minus v prime derivative of x is 1. U prime v minus v prime u
Yes.
over v square. You got the three methods?
Yes.
So first method is un plus 1 minus un. Second method, we compare un plus 1 over un to 1. And the third method, if we can write un as a function of n, we find the derivative. Yes, I cause?
Yes.
But mostly we use the first method. In all the exercises we are going to solve to use the first method. Another example. We have the sequence un equal f of n equal 3n minus 2, 5 over n plus 2. We need to study the sense of variations of un. So, first method. The first method. un plus 1 minus un. I take the difference of un plus 1 minus un. How to get un plus 1? We replace each n by n plus 1. un plus 1 is determined from un by replacing n by n plus 1. We will get 3 into n plus 1 minus 5 over n plus 1 plus 2. Any questions how we calculate this one?
No.
Minus un is minus 3n minus 5 over n plus 2 equals 3n plus 3 minus 5, it will be 3n minus 2 over n plus 3 minus 3n minus 5 over n plus 2. We take the common denominator, which is the product, n plus 3 into n plus 2. So then we multiply 3n minus 2 times n plus 2 minus 3n minus 5 into n plus 3. We get 11 over n into n plus 3 into n plus 2, which is positive. So un is an increasing sequence.
أستاذ
Yes?
هلا من فن هاوبا ثلاثة أي واحد أسرع شيء.
إلا نستعمل دائما هيدا un plus 1 minus un.
أول شيء.
Yes.
ماشي.
هلا second method, I can write un as a function of as a function. So fx, I change n into x minus 5 over x plus 2. F prime x is u prime v. F prime u prime, which is 3 into x plus 2 minus 1 into 3x minus 5 over v square over x plus 2 square equals 11 over x plus 2 square, which is positive. Yani un is an increasing sequence. بس بدي اياكم تشوفوا شغله ليكوا كيف كمان قد ايه اليو 0. how to calculate u 0. how much
أستاذ
is
هيدا
it?
الثالث method مو؟
هذا second method. لا ما في third method. third method difficult. what is u 0. بس بدي اياك تشوف شغله كيف u 0 how much is minus 2.5. we replace n by 0, we get minus 2.5. not necessary to write this. What is u1? u1, if we replace n by 1, we get minus 2 over 3. What is u2? 1 over 4. What is u3? u3, 9 minus 5, 4 over 5. What is u5? u4, 12 minus 5, 7, 7 over 6. As you notice that the numbers are minus 2.5. Then the second number is minus 2 over 3. Then 1 over 4. Then 4 over 5. Then 7 over 6. Then etc. What do you notice about these terms? Are they decreasing or increasing, these numbers?
Increasing.
They are increasing. This is what meant by increasing sequence. Okay? بس to check كيف increasing يعني. What's meant by increasing? Can I skip this page?
Yes.
Convergent sequence. Can you understand what's meant by increasing or decreasing sequence? Convergent sequence definition. A sequence UN is said to be convergent if limit UN as n tends to plus infinity equals L, where L belongs to R and L is unique. So a sequence UN is said to be convergent if limit of UN as n tends to infinity equals L, where L belongs to R and L is unique. You understand the definition? Chris, did you understand the definition? Chris, Haikaz, do you understand the definition?
Yes, هلا بالإكزامبل بيصير أوضح.
For example, UN equal to n plus 3 over 5n minus 1. I want to check if UN is convergent or not. So limit as n tends to plus infinity of UN. Since it is a fraction, it is equal to the limit of the highest power over the highest power, 2n over 5n. We simplify n with n, we get 2 over 5. So here, Heidel 2 over 5 is like L, where L belongs to R and L is unique. I will explain what is L unique now. We get one value for L. Unique, we have to get a single value for L. So here we say UN is convergent. For example, إذا عندنا UN يا هيكاز equals ln n over n. Is this sequence convergent or not?
Yes.
Limit as n tends to plus infinity of UN equal limit as n tends to plus infinity of ln n over n. How much the limit of ln n over n as n tends to infinity?
0.
0. يعني هيدا اليو ان is convergent. اليو ان is Now, if we take the sequence un equal n squared plus 3n minus 1, limit as n tends to plus infinity of un, we take the limit of the highest power. مين هو ال highest power? n squared equal limit as n tends to plus infinity of n squared equal plus infinity. So un is not convergent, or we call it
Because
divergent.
it's not a number.
Yes. Clear the definition about convergent or divergent?
Yes.
Yes.
If we take the sequence un equals minus 1 to the power n, is this sequence convergent or divergent?
Yes.
What is yes? Yeah.
Convergent.
Why convergent? What's the limit if it is convergent?
And tends to plus infinity بيصير divergent.
What are the terms of this sequence? إذا حطينا محل ال n 0 قد ايه بيطلع u 0؟
0.
No, minus 1 to the power 0. Number to the
One.
power
One.
1.
1.
u1
Convergent.
u1 equal minus 1. u2 equals u2 equal 1. u3 equal minus 1. طيب قديش الليميت لليو ان as n tends to plus infinity؟ How much this limit?
بيطلع infinity.
No.
0. لا.
How much?
خلاص استاذ 0.
إذا بتلاحظوا terms of the sequence are oscillating 1 minus 1 1 minus 1 1 minus 1 1 to the power infinity قديش هيكون؟
Infinity, Steve.
infinity.
No. Jesus
لا
Christ.
1.
1
1.
طيب minus 1 to the how minus 1 to the power infinity how much?
Minus 1.
No.
minus 1 or plus 1.
Okay, this limit is equal either minus 1 or 1, according if it is even or odd. طيب here what we say about the sequence, it is convergent or not convergent?
Oscillating من الأولى.
Here L should be unique. Is L unique here?
No,
Yes.
it's not. يعني divergent.
No, unique. We have one value. I have one crest in this class, not two crests. This is unique.
مش
Unique.
convergent.
يعني هيدا UN is divergent. UN is divergent. Any questions about the convergent or no?
No.
طيب, okay, we'll stop now today. We'll continue on Friday.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay,
Okay.
please study the notes to continue.
Okay.
يلا باي
Okay.
ستيز.
يلا
والله
باي
باي.
ستيز.
Bye.